Suicide Age 29. Past the lead back with another video. You already know what time it is. Smash that like button or that dislike button. You know, whatever you see fit. CASHAPP, Soul Mirror 29, PayPal, Suicide Age 29. You already know the freaking vibes, man. Let's get into the topic at hand. Alright, so we got my man Daunte Wright versus this lady, this officer who's been an officer for 26 years. She's also in the union with the officers, you know, that make the high decisions of discontinue this, let's keep working on this, disciplinary this. She's also the head ranking in that department as well. In Minneapolis, Minnesota, I think that's where it's at. It's this place called Brooklyn Center. And, you know, my man gets pulled over a regular traffic stop, and it turns to a fatal tragedy, a body not being on the earth anymore. This lady pulls out her gun but yells Taser. Now, I want people to understand that there's a difference between a gun and a taser. The feel, the way it's molded, the way it's shaped, everything is different. You know, it's just like playing a game like this, right? Like, I got an Xbox controller right here, right? I got an Xbox controller. So, if you get a PS5, the feeling will be things will just be a little bit different, so you can know. If you're familiar with both of the games, you would know what type of controller without even looking. I say that to say this. If you've been part of a police force for 26 years, you know the difference between a handgun and a taser. You don't need to even think. As soon as it's in your hand, you can tell that's not a taser. A taser doesn't have the same type of, you know, the shapes and stuff as a gun. You hold it different, right? You hold it different. But even if they switch, because, you know, I read an article, they said they switched the sides. It used to be this on this side, now it's on that side, whatever the case may be. Even if that is the case, before you fire a shot, you are looking at the object in your hand. You're looking at the object in your hand before you even fire a shot. Which means you would know that if it's either the taser or the gun. I'm going to say it again. Before you even fire a shot, you're looking down. When you point, you're looking at what's in your hand. Which means she had seconds to realize, oh, this ain't what I was trying to pull. I'm tripping. It's on this side or it's on that side. It's all a cover-up, man. Welcome to America, man. Welcome to America where you can scream out injustice and they still going to do whatever they want to do. Welcome to America where you can point out the differences just because of the color of somebody's skin, that they get treated different. And it's not like they don't know this. It's not like they don't know. It's been implemented inside the system for decades and centuries and all of the years on. So it's not like, you know, they don't know what you're saying. Now, you can't blame everybody for individual acts. But these individual acts will happen too much over the time of human beings being on this plantation or this terrain. So it only helps you understand, or you only can believe that this is something that they want. Of course, this is what they want. I mean, it's not going to change no time soon, you know, unless, you know, people get in certain places and start switching things up. Harsher punishments must be dished out for things to start to change. But as you see, they take their sweet ass time. Right? Imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if it was Daunte Wright who popped the cop and knocked her socks off. I wonder how long would it take for them to arrest him and give him bond. Would he be able to get bond at the same night if he had the money? What they would have said, oh, it's okay. The body cam shows that she bothered him. Would they give him the same benefit of doubt they give these individuals who wear a badge who they swear is so much different than you? Wearing a badge does not make you better than the next person. It doesn't even give you the authority that you think you have over another human being. It's funny how a lot of these individuals who put on a badge swear that they're just so much better than you and they can tell you whatever to do because they have a badge, and that's not why the badge is there. Oh wait, if you start going back in time, you will see that's how they act any damn way when it comes to these type of people. But now they'll do it to anybody they want because they think because when they have a badge on, we can just get away with it. Because that's the way the system is. They'll find a way to cover it up for them. See, I've been learning how to not let these certain incidents move me like it used to move me, make me get into my feelings like it used to. I don't let it bother me like that anymore because I just know what time it is, man. I know what they're capable of. They're going to keep doing it. The reason why these cops are doing it because the system backs them up. That's why they keep doing it. Every time you hear one of these stories that hit the national publication and press, it's the same cycle over and over. They have the nerve to bring a National Guard outside when the cop was 100% wrong. They have the nerve to do that. Like, you are wrong for showing your emotions. They have the nerve to bring the National Guard out. The governor has a nerve to do a curfew when the cop is 100% wrong. And they have the nerve to act like you tripping. Why we need a curfew? We should be able to stay outside as long as we want. If they want to tear shit up, they're allowed to tear shit up. You know why? Because you are not doing your job. If the punishment fits the crime on the citizen side, shouldn't the punishment fit the crime on the authority side? What's the difference? See, this is why I never understood the law when it comes to certain states, because it didn't make no sense. Right here, if you do the same crime, you might get 10 years. Over here, you might get 5. But it's the same crime. It's the jurisdiction. That shouldn't matter. It's the same crime. It should be the same thing everywhere. Might be more years over here, might be less years over here, depending on what type of judge you get over here. You can get that. What's up with all of that? I mean, I know you people see it. I just refuse to get drawn in. I refuse to let them play with my emotions the way they've been playing with my emotions for most of my life. I'm starting to take my power back, and I just look at it, see what it is, and keep on moving, man. I refuse to let them take advantage of me like they've been doing all these years. The truth is, it all depends on what officer pulls you over. You can comply. You know the word. Just comply so you can make it home. That's not. It all depends on who pulled you over. They're not telling you that. They just say, you know, I understand. It makes sense to say, just comply, and you'll make it home. Well, it's a lot of people who comply and they still didn't make it home. It's a lot of people who comply and they still punch them, and they still tase them, and they still pepper spray them, and they still shoot them. So it all depends on who pulls you over, if you're going to make it home or not. Even if you comply 100%, that person thinks because they have a badge on that they're better than you. That person really believes because the system around that badge tells them they can do whatever they want. And they'll figure out to spin the narrative for the public. They'll figure out to get you less time, or they'll figure out to get you off. That's the all around the police station all around the world. All you gotta do is do a little bit of history, you'll see what it is. It's always been like this. It's never going to change. Social media is a good thing, has a gift and a curse. They can shed light on the things that they don't want to shed light on. But the end result is the end result. It's still the same thing. 99% of these people always get off or they get a light sentence. They never get the same punishment that we would get if we did it to them. They really make these people believe the system think because they go to work that they're better than you and they deserve to get treated better than you. They think they deserve to get treated better than you when they do a crime that you might do and get 100 years. They only gonna get 5 or 3, depending on how can they dress it up and switch this up and play this game. A lot of these cops be 100% wrong. They'll have the judge help them out, the lawyer try to figure a way out, and if you ain't got enough money to fight them, then you ain't got no chance. And even if you do have enough money to fight them, they'll just pay the judge off, and the judge will rule in their favor. The jury will just rule in their favor. It's been the setup since the beginning, man. It's always been like this. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, try your best not to let them play strings with your emotions. Because that's really what this is. These incidents is just to play strings with your emotions. This woman had the nerve to say it was an accident, that I thought I had my taser. When you know, like I said, if you play PS5, you play Xbox and PS5, you don't even have to look at the controller to know it's not the same controller. Even if they build it somewhat the same, you know the buttons and everything is not the same. Even if they build it somewhat the same, it's something distinctive different about a PS controller and an Xbox controller. Something is distinctive different about a taser and a real gun. And the most shocking evidence is 26 years on the job. That's the most shocking evidence against this person who claimed it was an accident. 26 years, you don't make that accident. And always remember, before you fire your weapon, you're looking at it. I never knew any cop who fired their weapon and they just closed their eyes. You have to look at the weapon before you fire it. Just like Matt Barnes said, she yelled out taser to cover her ass on video. She knew the body cam was on. So she yelled out taser so she can cover up her bad habits that's been covered up for years. These stories always been happening and they gonna keep on happening until the system start cracking down on these individuals. Then less officers would take a chance to do it and so they can get covered up. Administrative leave right now. She's on administrative leave. She ain't in handcuffs. But if you do it to her, you don't get to wait. We're just gonna let them stay free until we figure this out. You go right to jail. Why do the police officers get administrative leave and then they did, but you go straight to jail? How come you don't get to sit at home until all the paperwork is figured out and then y'all go to trial? Why you gotta stay in jail for trial? But when the police officer do something to you, they get to just go home. They don't get to go to, but they committed the crime like you did. You got to go to jail and await your trial and try to figure all this out, and they get to go home. And they don't got to sit in jail like you do. They get to go home. Administrative leave. And y'all see what's going on, man. I refuse to let them play with my emotions anymore. I look at it, see for what it is, shake my head, and I keep on rolling. Because I know what it is. I refuse to fall into that trap over and over again. Don't let them trick y'all, man. Not saying you can't feel for these individuals that they play games with and they take their lives and they cover it up. Not saying you can't feel for them. But don't let them don't let them play strings on your emotions like they've been doing all these years. Man, take some of your power back, man. It's your boy, Suicide Age 29, Pastor Lee. Want y'all to know, man, being black in America, baby. Welcome to America. I keep telling y'all, welcome to America. I want you to start understanding what America is. So for y'all who talk stuff about this other country over here and that country over there, you don't even realize how messed up your country is, dude. You don't even understand how wild it is to live in this country. You have the nerve to diss those other countries because you think I be seeing y'all. Y'all really think y'all can talk about other countries when you live in America? It's crazy, man. Anyway, man, I see y'all next video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, man. Subscribe to the channel. We finna come back. We gonna be going full throttle. Alright, so I want y'all to know that I have to take that break, get my mind right, man. I gotta get back in that space. And we almost there. So y'all stay tuned, get ready. We finna go on a warpath. Alright, we finna turn this into a money machine. Alright, it's time to get it popping. So I see y'all when I see y'all. Cash App, Soul Mirror 29, PayPal, Suicide Age 29. Man, I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Peace.
Who the fuck did this?
It's the pros.
People.